Interpol issued a diffusion, not a red notice, and Justice Secretary Remulla claimed that ICC has jurisdiction over individuals and crimes despite the withdrawal of the Philippines from the Rome Statute because international humanitarian law is already customary law. Of course, we are all aware that this is not applicable, being solely limited to war crimes. In the meantime, PNP General claimed that in expediting President Duterte's turnover to the ICC, he was trying to comply with the time period set forth in Article 125 of the Revised Penal Code, which applies only to warrantless arrest. A 24 Horas report revealed that Philippine authorities had planned Duterte's arrest since January under Oplan Tugis by the PNP CIDG, and that Duterte sought asylum in China, but this was later denied by all parties. On the same day, DILG Secretary Remulla denied involvement in the arrest, stating he was unaware of any core group behind it and only learned of the Interpol red notice on the day of Duterte's detention. So as far as the investigation goes, this is the timeline, and we're happy to share it with you. In the meantime, I'd like to read the preliminary findings following last week's investigation and public hearing. Number one, the Philippines had no legal obligation to arrest former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and turn him over to the International Criminal Court. What was received was only a diffusion notice, not verified or approved by the Interpol Secretariat. No verification by the Interpol whether the request complied with Article 3 of their Constitution, forbidding Interpol from undertaking any intervention or activities of a political, military, religious, or racial character. Under the terms of the diffusion notice, there was no obligation on the part of the Philippines to turn over former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to the ICC, absent any request for extradition or request for surrender. Under Article 92 of the Rome Statute, a provisional arrest is followed by a request for surrender. There is also no indication that the ICC even requested for the surrender of former president after his provisional arrest. There is likewise no indication that the ICC requested extradition after the arrest. Finally, the argument of Secretary of Justice Remulla is deeply flawed, inasmuch as international humanitarian law